Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're exploring how Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power can be applied to leadership. These powerful principles can help you navigate the complexities of leading a team and achieving success. Let's dive into 7 essential laws and see how they can benefit you as a leader. First up, we have Law 1. Never outshine the master. This law emphasizes the importance of making your superiors feel valued and respected. Greene illustrates this law with the story of Galileo Galilei. Galileo knew that to win the favor of the ruling elite, he had to align his achievements with their grandeur. So he dedicated his discoveries to the powerful Medici family, naming Jupiter's moons the Medicean stars in their honor. This act of flattery ensured their patronage and protection, securing his position and support for his work. In a leadership context, this means acknowledging and appreciating the contributions of those above you. For example, in a corporate setting, publicly praising the support and guidance of higher management can strengthen your relationship with them. This approach builds strong relationships and can lead to better support for your initiatives. Reflecting on this law, we see that respect and humility go a long way in leadership. By making your superiors feel valued, you open doors to collaboration and support that can enhance your leadership journey. Next, we have Law 3. Conceal your intentions. This law is about being strategic and keeping your plans and motives hidden to avoid opposition. Greene gives the example of Bismarck, who orchestrated the unification of Germany. By concealing his intentions, he prevented his enemies from forming a counter-strategy. Bismarck's ability to keep his true plans hidden allowed him to manipulate political situations to his advantage and achieve his goals without significant opposition. As a leader, you can apply this law by being strategic about sharing information. For example, if you're planning a significant change within your organization, reveal your plan in stages to avoid unnecessary resistance. This approach allows you to manage the transition smoothly and gain support gradually. By concealing your intentions, you maintain control over the situation and can navigate challenges more effectively. It's about being strategic and thoughtful with your communication. Moving on to Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Standing out is crucial, and this law is about attracting and holding attention. Greene tells the story of Andy Warhol, the famed artist and leading figure in the pop art movement. Warhol constantly courted attention through his art and public persona. He produced provocative artwork that broke conventions, and he also famously stated, "In the future, everyone will be world famous for 15 minutes." This self-promotion and ability to stay in the public eye cemented his status as an art icon. In a leadership context, you can apply this law by actively promoting your achievements and initiatives. For example, regularly sharing updates and successes with your team and the broader organization can keep you visible and build your reputation as a dynamic leader. This visibility can lead to more opportunities and greater influence. Remember, visibility is key. By consistently seeking ways to court attention, you can position yourself as a prominent and influential leader. Now, let's look at Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. This law suggests that leaving no room for your enemies to regroup and retaliate is essential for maintaining your position of power. Greene shares the story of Louis XIV of France, who was known for his ruthless elimination of enemies. When the Duke of Burgundy posed a threat, Louis XV ensured his total defeat, leaving no chance for a comeback. This decisive action solidified Louis XV's position and prevented future threats. As a leader, this means addressing issues and conflicts thoroughly and decisively. For example, if there is a significant problem within your team, take comprehensive action to resolve it and ensure it doesn't recur. This approach maintains stability and reinforces your authority. Reflecting on this law, It's clear that decisive action is crucial in leadership. By thoroughly addressing challenges, you maintain control and prevent future issues. Next, we have Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker, seem dumber than your mark. Sometimes, appearing less knowledgeable can be a strategic move to gain more information or cooperation. Green tells the story of Talleyrand, a cunning French diplomat. He often downplayed his intelligence and cunning to gather information and manipulate situations to his advantage. By appearing harmless and even somewhat lazy, Talleyrand lulled his opponents into a false sense of security, only to strike when they least expected it. In leadership, this might mean letting others think they've come up with ideas or solutions to build their confidence and gain their cooperation. For instance, if you're trying to implement a new strategy, let your team feel ownership of the idea. This approach can boost their engagement and commitment. Reflecting on this law, we understand that allowing others to feel empowered and clever can foster cooperation and support for your initiatives. Next, let's look at Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. This law is about being strategic and thinking long-term for your organization's success. Green illustrates this with the story of Hannibal Barca, the Carthaginian general during the Second Punic War. Hannibal's strategic genius was evident in his plan to cross the Alps with his army, including war elephants, to surprise and attack the Romans. His thorough planning and understanding of logistics allowed him to achieve one of the most famous military feats in history. As a leader, this means setting long-term goals for your organization and planning steps to achieve them. For instance, you might plan strategic initiatives that align with your organization's vision and mission. This approach ensures that your organization is on a path to success and sustainability. By planning all the way to the end, you can navigate challenges with confidence, knowing that you have a clear vision and plan for your organization's future. Finally, we have Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. This law emphasizes the importance of creating your own legacy rather than trying to replicate the success of others. Green shares the story of Louis XIV of France, who ascended to the throne after the death of his father, Louis XIII. Instead of trying to live up to his father's legacy, Louis XIV established his own identity as the Sun King and centralized his power, creating a court culture centered around himself. His reign became synonymous with absolute monarchy and grandeur. As a leader, this means forging your own path and creating a unique vision for your organization. For example, instead of trying to emulate a predecessor's strategies, develop your own innovative approaches that align with your strengths and vision. This support helps you establish your own legacy and make a lasting impact. Reflecting on this law, it's clear that creating your own legacy and vision sets you apart as a leader and paves the way for sustainable success. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever applied any of these laws in your own life? Share your experiences in the comments below and let's start a conversation. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification